Let's go for it.
Alright, so
If I turn it up. Oh, the master's up. Okay.
right, so I want to connect to a random server, so I'm just going to pick that one, enter. But it won't connect. Why is that? You guys can see. Why is this so?
Yeah, I'm. Well, that's interesting. I'm hearing you. Ooh, that's probably because of the stream zone.
Yeah, you need to mute your stream.
Yeah, I just muted mine.
I just can't connect. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just not connecting. I can listen to this. Like if I this one that's open, right? The ninbot.com. Yeah, I can listen to it.
Want to?
Give it a second. It'll sync. All right, that will sync in a sec. There you go. But I can't. Oh yeah, I can enter it. There we go. I can enter that one. Oh yeah, you're in there, Chris. I'm just going to turn him off.
Yeah.
Sorry, man, but that's kind of not the sort of music we like. All right. Let's do a couple of things here, guys. So let's just do this first, right? So the first things I guess we need to remember is he's setting this BPM. This guy he's probably the guy that started this channel, right? He's setting this BPM as 100, right? So yeah, I can hear whoever's got that playing in the background. Yep. So we could literally, like, if we wanted to change the BPM, we could do it, and it will come up in this chat here on the right that we are voting to change the BPM.
Okay.
But what I kind of want to do is I don't want to be in this room with some guy who we don't know. I want to see if we can join an empty room, right? Like this. And that's what it wasn't letting me do before. So like,
if I transmit,
just none of these seem to be working, which I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, hi everyone. Thought
hello.
we'd just press stream while you guys were watching us technically support ourselves with no issues at all. Of course not. Anyway, we are here. Hello. Andy Synth Addict is on his way. He said he was just having a bit of a snooze. So don't forget, it is 5 a.m. for him.
Yeah.
How is everyone?
What a trooper.
We've got Darren up there, Ian there, and then if you jump over Ian's head, you'll see Chris. In fact, I can kind of do like really cool things. Like, for example, I can go, there those guys are. And I can just quickly bring us back. Right, and we've also got StreamYard down the bottom. I don't think anyone's popped in yet. Nope. Okay, so StreamYard link is in the pin on the channel. You guys know this by now, right? If you're new, you don't, but it's pinned in the chat right now. You can join in the StreamYard. Today we are going to do a live jam across the internet using the Jam Tabber VST, or you can use it as a standalone, I guess. You probably want to use it as a VST because then you've got your DAW that you can use to sync, right? So you can set Like, so for example, I just can't seem to join any other server, so we're just going to join this one. Okay, so in here, if I am joining this, I'm just going to zoom in for you guys, right, so you can see better. Okay, he's got the BPM set at 150, so we need to go and set our BPM on here to 150, right, on our DAW up here, guys. If you're using Ableton, that's where you do it. You guys should know that by now. Okay, now I can actually sync with live, right? Boom. And I can press play on my DAW. Okay. Now, no one's going to be able to hear this yet because I'm not transmitting. Now, I've got this app. If you're wondering how to use it, I've got it sitting in my master bus. So it will pick up everything. You can configure it differently if you want to, but I've got it so that, oh, we've lost the connection. It may have kicked me out. There we go. Oh, we're 100. We're 100 now. All right, so we'll go down to 100. You guys can hear this, can't you? Through.
Yeah, we can.
Right. Now, once it's finished saying preparing here, let me just stop this for a sec. I'm going to sync and press play. I'm now synced according to this, and now I can transmit. Now, because that's green, it means we're transmitting. It's the opposite to record, right?
So the green, right? Okay. So when it's red, it's not transmitting, is that right?
Yeah. So say we don't want Tone
Red
Wheels.
means.
I don't know who Tone Wheels is. We can mute him, right? No one else seems to be transmitting at the moment. And you can just use your DAW like you normally do. So like I've got Novation Peak running here.
So which room are you in, Rand?
So it says ninbot.com 2050.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's in here. We might have someone to the right here. Not sure. How do you make this thing bigger? View, window size, increase. There you go. Alright, so we probably don't want to hear the... I'm just going to turn the TR8 off. So Tone Wheels can hear me, and I've just muted him. So sorry, Tone Wheels. This guy's like absolutely going crazy. So you can see there's a whole bunch of people in there right now. I kind of didn't really want to join a room which has lots of people in it. I kind of wanted to join another one. Oh, we got another one here. Here we go, Ian's there. Let's join Ian's room.
Yay!
All right.
Okay, so I've got a room, have I?
Yeah. You're
Go get a room.
Get a room, Ian.
I've got. Yeah.
All right. His is called ninjammer.com. Okay, give me a sec. I can hear it click, click, click.
Yeah, it's a metronome. I don't know how to lose it.
That's me.
You can literally see. Can you guys see this on the screen here? You can actually.
Yes.
You can turn it down here.
All right, cool. All right.
Or you can actually even mute it, just if you want to.
Problem is my mixer is the same feed as going to the stream, so the disconnect.
So Ian, you've voted for the BPM to be 85. Okay, so now once again,
did I?
Well, let's go with it. Okay, so I've changed my BPM to 85. Fine. I'm syncing with live. Right, I gotta press stop, press start.
85.
Now that's the beat 85. Now I can transmit.
Right.
You should be able to hear that now through there.
I can. 85,
right, so you should be able to hear me playing through.
Yeah.
So we got to decide what key we want to play in and a few things like that. But once we've decided all that, we're good to go. Now, anyone else who wants to join in? I can. Yeah.
Oh, great. That's because that's the micro freak.
But the problem is, it's not showing up here, right? So what it means is that you're not transmitting.
Oh.
Okay.
So if I press...
Chris, we're in ninjammer.com 2050, so you need to change channels. You're in the wrong channel, Chris. Darren? Bye, Darren.
G'day.
Okay, so if you guys want to join this, be part of this, whatever, I think that's the link there. I've just chucked it in chat. The chatties. There you go, chatties. The
I
link
can
is
hear a double beat.
Okay, so you're probably listening to it twice through something.
Am I? Yeah.
So if I press this, you'll hear it twice. Right?
No, I knew that once, but it's the beat I can hear twice. Or is it somebody's metronome?
It's Chris's clicky thing. I don't know what it is. It's not mine. Let me just turn a couple of synths off and on and stuff. We can muck around with this.
So I've just muted you, Ranz, and I can still hear the beat from somewhere. That's weird.
That's the Pro 800, right? Right, so we can just muck around. Now, so guys in chat and guys who are watching this, you guys can join in if you get the Jam Tabber app through that link that I've just posted in chat. I'll post it again because it keeps disappearing. I'm just going to keep posting it randomly. If you want, you can chuck it into your it's basically sync software. Yeah, you can chuck it into your thingammy DAW. You can run it as a standalone if you want. It kind of works like let me just turn off my TR8 because that's annoying the crap out of me. So kind of how it works is I'm not going to explain this perfectly, like for all you engineers out there. So don't throw your synths at the screen. But what it does is it syncs all of the channel participants' audio, and then when you're hearing anyone else play, it's all in time for you. But when they're hearing it at their end, it's all in time for them. So technically, we're all out of time and we're all out of sync.
Yeah.
If you were to listen to it live as such. But the software is creating the latency marriage, if that makes sense, so that everyone is hearing it perfectly in time. And when we're all jamming, it sounds beautiful. So I did this as a test stream a few days ago, and from the show's point of view today, you'll be hearing it through my DAW, and these guys playing, whoever's joining us, we've got Ian, Tony, and Maikshifter. Tony from Italy probably doesn't even know that we're streaming this live. So there's Tony. Say hello to Tony.
Hi, Tony.
No one's transmitting at the moment except Maikshifter's transmitting his clicky sound. I can turn that off actually.
Should just turn off.
There's another guy
trying to get in sync.
No, you're still clicking. I'll just mute you for a sec until you.
It's behind.
So
it's behind you.
There we go. There's the drum beat, right?
Oh, it's fantastic.
So, Ian, I can't see. Can you see your VU? This is your VU here, right?
No.
I can't see anything coming out of here, which means that you aren't transmitting. If you are transmitting, you're not transmitting anything from, like, for example, if you're not transmitting on your master bus, if you're using a DAW. Right. If you're using it as standalone, I don't know.
I'm using standalone. I'm going to hit the
You might need to chuck it into
transmit.
Yeah.
What's that like? Still nothing.
So I'll just turn that bird off anyway for now. So these guys, so Chris, you will see, I'll just unmute you now. Oh, he's fixed it now. Chris, you will see me on your version of Jam Tabber. You will see audio coming through from me, right? I can't show you.
I do.
They will see this basically.
Yep.
All right, fantastic playing, by the way, people. So this is kind of how it works. Now, say you get some douchebag join. It's a public server, and you get some douchebag. You can just, Chris, you're the douchebag for now. You can just mute them.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so offended.
Now, a couple of rules, and it's going to be hard to enforce these rules because we're going to have public people joining. Please do not play anything that is copyrighted at all. Like, do not play a sample of someone's voice from a movie. You might love it. It might be cool. It might be funny, but don't do it. And you can play anything that's not copyrighted. Anything that's not copyrighted is fine. If you do want to play something copyrighted, keep it under about 2 seconds, right? So make it really, really, really quick. So it's like a real short sample, like a stab. Other than that, let's have fun. We shouldn't need to go to other people's music. We should be able to just generate our own, right? Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Chris, can you just try and transmit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go back to here. Can you try and transmit something? And I want to see if it comes up here. Okay, so we're going to zoom in to Chris here, right? So I want to see something appear here.
Yeah.
Ian, I can see audio now coming in on yours.
Yeah, I think it's me speaking though. It's not from the synth.
Okay.
I don't have a choice to. I'm using the.
So Chris just synced then, didn't you,
I've
Chris?
I've got what?
Yep. Did you just press the sync button then, Chris? There you go. There's Chris's drum beat.
Yeah, I think it's me speaking though. It's not from the synth.
All right. Well, then
I don't have a choice to. I'm using the. Let's come back. So I've got what.
All right, let's while we're doing that's happening in the background. Let's go make sure that the chatties are happy. Chatties, who wants to join? I'm doing a Jupiter 4 1-2 swap. I don't think we're doing Jupiter 4 in here. Okay, so we don't know who Aeon is, and we don't know who Lionel Messi is, but I doubt it's very much the real Lionel Messi. But it does say Argentina. It might be. So yeah. So chatties, if you want to be part of this, like I said, you need the Jam Tabber app. There's the link again. If you haven't got that, download it. It's free. It's free, guys. This stuff is free. It's friggin' cool. Like, you don't have to pay a cent. This is free. The public servers are free. You don't need to subscribe. So it's really, really cool. Jump in. Don't be scared. If you're busy at work, I get it. Fair enough. Don't worry about it. But yeah, right now you can hear Chris's Eurorack drum beating right now through this. Now, it'll be weird if Chris actually listened to his music live and then listened to the stream, because it would be out of sync. But if he's listening to it through the Jam Tabber app, it'll be fine. Now, that guitar that you can hear is this dude, Lionel Messi. He's pretty good on the guitar, isn't he? We don't even know who Lionel Messi is. There he is there. And just to prove it's him, we can just mute him. See? So you get people with guitars and trumpets and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool. We've got to find out what key we're in. D, probably. And Aeon's in now playing the acoustic. And that's me on the peak. Alright, you guys get the idea. It's pretty cool. Okay. And while we're doing all of that, my DAW is still in sync. Up here it's playing. You can see the transport playing. Alright, so we will come back to this, guys. I'm just going to I'm going to mute these other dudes. Sorry, Chris, I'm just going to mute you for a sec. You can leave that running, by the way. You don't have to turn it off. Because we'll come back to this. And in the background, that channel is going nutso. So, yeah. Whoever else wants to join, let us know in chat if you are wanting to join. Yeah. And you don't need permission or anything like that. You just literally download that app. I gave you the link before. And yeah, we go from there. But we've got a show to do. So we're going to do the jam a little bit later. But I thought we'll just get everyone kind of up and running. It took us about 20 minutes to do that. Sorry. But it's good. So everyone's kind of working. It wasn't that hard. I don't know if Darren wants to do it.
I think I need to swap inputs because for some reason it doesn't give me a mono input.
All right. What did you say? Sorry, Darren, I didn't catch that.
I said I've got no chance it'll kill my computer because it needs to update my browser, but I can't update my browser without updating the OS, and I can't update the OS.
Oh, okay. So you're out because...
I've got everything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I've got everything. Until I get my new computer, I'm not... all my stuff that's on this, I don't want to mess up.
Yeah. Now, I mean...
Cool.
I never did this before ever until the other day, and it's kind of just like jamming with your mates. It really is. But you don't know what they look like. I guess you could probably connect with them through social media and get a photo of them or something up. It was kind of weird. Like at first, it was you're just jamming with this complete stranger, and you might be like enjoying it, you might be hating it. Doesn't matter. Like it's just one of those things. I did it for about, I don't know, I can't remember what that stream went for, about 2 hours or something. I kind of feel like it took me about an hour to work out how to play live through the internet with someone you haven't got a clue what their sort of interests are and stuff. It's kind of like you're kind of playing music until you're both sort of enjoying it, or if there's more than 2 people, there's 3 people, there's 4 people. And you'll find when you're doing this, there's people that come in and out of the channel. So like you can see right now, there's 5 people in there now. There's me plus those 4. But that could grow. That could also, shrink. So it just depends on whether they're enjoying it. And I can just unmute, and no one seems to be. Yeah. Oh, it's just Chris with his drums right now. So that's it. All right. So we do have a show. Welcome everyone. It's Synth Geekery time. Why don't we, as a formality, start the stream?
Yay!
Hello everyone, welcome to Synth Geekery. I think we're at 227 episode number. If you like numbers, there you go. I've just made your day. We are streaming live across the interwebs, as you probably know by now. This is how this technology works. If you're wondering where I'm streaming from this room in here. Isn't that information handy for you? No, just kidding. Yeah. I'm streaming from a place called Perth in Western Australia. It's a long way down. Like if you were getting the globe of the Earth and you're kind of tilting it underneath, you're looking underneath, and there we are, just kind of underneath down there. And yeah, we don't run around with kangaroos and spears here. We actually do have internet. Obviously we do, because unless you're thinking that it's actually a lie and I'm streaming from America or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, enjoy. The show is about synthesizers, and today we are actually going to be doing a live jam, as I mentioned before, and they are going to be people from all over the world. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be a complete shit show. Maybe it might be fun. Let's see what happens. And we have regular segments which we're literally about to get going, so stick around for that. Some pretty cool funny things. There's some nice auctions in Price Watch today that I think we can check out. A bit of news as well. So that's it for me. I'll start with Darren today. Big Darren, how are you, mate? How's your week been?
Hey, week's been fine. It's gone damn cold today, though. We're in the minus numbers. So I've not long since been in. So week's been okay. One of my packages arrived for me live rig, so I've been working on that, or at least should I say paperwork. In other words, I've not actually physically done anything to it. I'm just sort of ideaing because things don't normally go the way you plan. And I've got another package, small package, but that's going to be probably cost me import duty, and I'm not sure how much it is. So I've just got my fingers crossed for that, because this is my Christmas present, you see. So it's not a big one, but I'm just praying. Other than that, I've not had a chance to do much apart from working on a live set for next year. As I said last time, I'm still working on that. But yeah. I did. I put a video up was it last week or was it the week before? I can't remember. Messing about with that Pro V. Sunday, yeah. Messing about with that. And that's basically all I've done, I think. And the week's gone.
Playing around with your Pro V. Beautiful. Good job.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Any more news, or that's it? Shall I move on to the next?
I think that's all for me.
Fantastic. Yeah. You've done well, mate. You've done well. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of myself.
How are you, Ian?
Good day, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night. Yeah, I'm all right actually. A bit of a busy week. Put out of my York Emom Jam on Monday. Done loads of orders because we don't do Black Friday, but the rest of the world seems to. I mean, we've done over 50 orders this week, or I have done over 50 orders this week, which is bonkers. And on Thursday, I did like 20 orders on that day alone. It's been stupid, really. Starting literally all sorts of stuff, from leads to blooming jingle sticks and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I did buy some Black Friday stuff, but not much. I bought some plugins from Audio Thing. So for 35 quid, I bought the Heimback vocal thing and valves and something called the Hand Clapper synth. What else has happened? I've been mastering on and restoring a 45-year-old vinyl record, which I want to digitize. Somebody tried to scam me out of the good old Mini Korg 700.
Wow.
Which I wasn't that stupid. That was on Reverb. They said they were prepared to pay for the price I was asking, which was $975, I think it was, and that automatically sent alarm bells to me. Really. Anyway, they didn't buy it in the end because I got wise to them, shall we say. So be careful out there, kiddies. People are out there. If you've got an expensive piece of equipment, they are out there to scam you. What else has happened? An album by somebody called Ranzee, called Gates, has gone streaming and download sites, although Spotify cocked it up, didn't they, Ranz?
Yeah. It's not the first time. Sorry, it's not the last time.
No, and like I said, they did, I have asked, but we'll see if we can get that fixed. And I've just had a report on the house we're buying down in Frome, and not all is well. The report is quite. We may end up pulling out and going back to square one. Yeah, well, I mean, they're going to have to drop the price quite a bit. There's quite a bit of work that needs doing to it. Really, really comprehensive report, but there's all sorts of things, which was depressing when we got that yesterday. But anyway, we'll get there eventually. That's it. That's my week, really. Oh, and I've been to a record fair and bought a load of CDs.
Yay!
But yeah, no, that's my week.
That's awesome. That's a lot. Done well, mate. Well
yeah,
done.
It is. It's been one of those weeks.
Next, we've got Chris, the main man. How are you, mate?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good, because I wasn't sure. I've been mucking about being a Mr. Octopus, trying to work out what sounds are coming from where and everything during our informal jamming. Oh, I can hear music.
Yeah, I just had to mute someone.
Yeah.
All good.
G'day, everyone. Haven't seen you for a week. I had a week off. Sister's birthday. So you got to go to your sister's birthday, otherwise they'll disown you, and that would be awkward. Yeah, so I've been doing my usual sort of DIY things, more work on Raspberry Pis and DXZs and Shields, and got my audio working. Yay. MIDI is coming soon. Rance will be interested in that side. apart from that, getting ready for a bit of a jam by getting some of my gear going again. Found a few modules that don't switch on anymore. That was interesting. I'll have to look at those. I got new panels for something, new PCB panels for something, and I might be making an announcement next week about something going on sale. So if anyone has any spare money left after this Black Friday, there might be something they can get. Or before.
Nice. Oh, excited about that actually.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
It's one of those situations where it takes longer than you think to do everything because you keep on finding things that you need to do.
Yeah.
So
Really like that,
it takes a while to do. And it's the first time I've done stuff on sale, basically e-commerce. So I'm learning it as we go, like most people are. And today was, unfortunately, someone had a bit of an accident today, which is why I didn't really prepare much for this stream. I have to apologize. My music sounds horrible. Somebody had a bit of a fall down here, and there was a fair bit of blood involved, but fortunately it was a blood nose was the only thing they got out with. So somebody tripped and needed my assistance. So bit of an adventurous day, but she's all right, thankfully, and I didn't even need to see a doctor and all that kind of stuff, just lots of bruises and embarrassment, I think. But as a lesson to you all, do not walk around in flip-flops, please. Ban flip-flops. I don't like flip-flops anymore.
You're all right,
yeah,
Chris?
Anyway, so yeah, she's fine, so
That's not what Darren asked. He said, "Are you
what did he say? Oh, am I all right? Yeah, no, just a bit shaken up, and no, I'm cool."
Beautiful. That's awesome, mate. And looking excited for the news to come out about the proposed offer.
Yes,
awesome.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Try and remember to enjoy it.
Don't forget, guys, we do have StreamYard running, and no one's in there, actually. So, yes, we're going to have all live streams happening and everything. The StreamYard link is there on the screen, but also it's pinned in the channel. Please join us on StreamYard. If you want to join into the chat, you can live jam and chat at the same time. It's not going to, I don't know. It might challenge you a little bit to organize and sync your audio and things like that, but hey, whatevs. You guys are smart enough now to work stuff like this out, surely. Okay, should we get over to the chatties and say hello to them? Because we should. The answer is yes, of course we should. Who was first in? I think Kent, massive channel member. Kent is like the best channel member ever. He says good morning, and he was first in. He gets to wear the yellow Guernsey for a week. Keith and Watford, also one of the awesome channel members, says hello to everyone as well. And then we had Bert, ASIO Heads there. Big hello, mate. Andy Synchrotron is there. He's also sitting patiently in the live jam as well. So he's worked it out. So well done, Andy. You're the first chatty to be in the group. So we've got me, Ian, Chris was there, but he's disappeared. So we have to sort himself out. And then Andy's in there as well. Kev Human's there. Matt Brown, hello to you guys. Homegrown. Awesome to have you. JP Page 2, man with a beard, or just man with beard, I should say. Stream's kind of playing up a bit weird. I don't know if it's my end or their end or what. So just keep an eye on that. We did have to get rid of one of the internet connections here. So who knows what problems that might arouse. Brett Lemming's there. G'day, Brett. Tracker Jack, also there. Big hello to you. Half God, half beast. Hello, mate. Wigoo, of course. G'day, Cobbers, he says. Yeah. And it's scrolling. And I'm pretty sure I saw Babs in there. Big hello to Babs. And I'm just scrolling now. Robbie's in there. Big hello to Failed Muso. And I think there's more. I'm sure there's more. Yeah, that's probably... Oh, Kosh Dukai, I saw him. Big hello. Apis Lapis, nice to have you. Here we go. They're all starting to pop in now. Michael B. Big hello to Michael B. Nice to have you, bud. Yeah. And it's probably a few that I've missed. But anyway, That's good. That's a good start. I think I've got like 90% of you. So, hey, if I was going for an election, I'd be president now. Anyway, right. Let's not do that. We should get it stuck in to the segments. Hello, let's go. Finally, components matching my soldering skills. Interesting. Now, is it me? Or, you guys were muted yourselves. Yes. That's a big chip. That's a pretty big chip, that one.
But it's okay. It's not on his shoulder.
Stop it. Right, next. So first, Polyen announced the Play Plus, and then Ben Jordan announced that he's done with demoing gear. And Teenage Engineering announced the new PE133 KO.II. I think we got it.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
It's a great sharp line.
I don't sound like that.
I'd use
Do
it
not
myself.
go clubbing. Do not go clubbing. Next. Now, this one really resonated with me because when I saw this thing, I thought, oh, that looks like a calculator. It is a calculator.
Yeah, where's the little roll of paper?
Yeah, I just reckon that's all they needed.
Yeah.
That's a great meme, that one. Well done. The other thing that looked like was Lego. Didn't it? It looked like Lego and a
It's
calculator.
made out of Lego. It's made out of Lego.
It's very
It is.
Lego-like.
Yeah. And then we've got this one. Over 1 million copies sold.
Yeah.
The joy of a Sysx.
Oh,
A gourmet
dear.
guide to MIDI making.
That is superb.
That is brilliant, isn't
That's very good. That's great.
Yeah.
I think Robbie sent this one in. When she looks through your phone, what all she can find is, how much is my Timberwolf worth? How do you pronounce Moog? Is Florian Pills Nick Bat's son? Do people really put Volkers in their butts?
Brilliant.
It's terrible, isn't it? It is terrible what we have to put up with on this show. And last but not least, they finally have made a boutique manual viewer. It's called the BMV1.
Ooh.
There's some good memes this week, I think, people.
They're superb.
Now,
It's a
without
great week.
anyone getting angry, I'm going to ask the famous question. What was your favourite meme? Tell us in chat.
Oh,
You guys can tell us too.
It's like choosing between your
mine
favourite
was-
children, isn't it?
I know, but the joy of Sysx is just...
Yeah, the joy of
Yeah,
Sysx.
that would be
everything
mine.
was good,
The joy of
Actually,
Sysx.
actually knowing when it starts with F0 and F7 and ends with F7 means I qualify for that meme. I think.
There it is. There. There's a few people
That
saying
was
different
really
things. I'll
good.
show you what the chatties say in a sec. I just want to mention one thing. I did a series of Sysx on my channel, and I actually had them all taken down by YouTube because I had Sysx written in the subject title, and I had to change it to system exclusive because it wouldn't let it go up
Oh,
at
wow.
all. Yeah, good old
That
algorithms. Eh?
explains why you don't see it.
Probably. Where's the chatties gone? There. We have got probably, I think Sysx is getting it. Yeah. Yep. The smell of Sysx. I don't know, Babs. I don't know about that one. Might be a bit skanky, that one. A bit skanky indeed. Good job. Good job. Sysx wins. I don't know whose that was. So whoever made that meme, give yourself a pat in the back and buy yourself a beer. Hey, you deserve it. Don't ask me to buy it. I saw Kosh-Du-Kai bump on into the jamming room, so you're all loaded up and ready to go, and you can chat in there if you want. Just a quick point, I'm kind of not really monitoring that just at the moment, but do not worry. If you're in, just stay in there, hang about, and we'll get onto the jam very, very soon. But, it's cool that you're in. So if you want to see, look at them in these. Oh, by the way, I've worked out that actually it looks better if you do them as channel strips because we've got more room to add people. So I just kind of...
How do you do that?
you just muck around with these buttons here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the buttons at the top.
Okay.
yeah. So, yeah, play some notes, Andy or Kosh-Du-Kai, and you'll hear it come through on the stream.
Oh, that's easy.
Andy doesn't have his transmitting. So you see how he's dark grey? So Synchrotron's dark grey, right? See that? he doesn't have his transmitting.
Yeah.
And KO.II, you can hear him playing right now. Cool. Awesome. Now I'm just going to mute him. That's okay. Don't worry. I'm not muting you because I'm disgusted or anything. It's just because we're in the middle of running the show, and we need to get through our segments. Seconding. Is that a good word? Seconding. We'll work with that. Seconding. Yes. If your name is Ben, and you like going on massive rants. You probably would have heard of this product, the Polend Play Plus. Yes, Ben.
Plus.
Give up doing reviews just because of this if you want, or just be a sensationalizer and try and get clickbait. I don't know. One of the two. I'm not really cared, to be honest, to be fair. But let's just talk about this. We don't need to show the product. I'm not going to show videos either today because I think it's kind of naff. This particular product is basically a Polend Play with a new CPU. That's what it is. So obviously the old one has either a CPU. Let's not get into Ben Jordan's rant, but it's either got a CPU that they can't get anymore, or maybe they've discovered that it's lackluster and not as powerful as what they need, and they needed to update it with a faster CPU. Maybe a bit of both. Who really cares? The point is, if you've got a Polend Play and you want a Polend Play Plus, you will need to pay Polend some dollars. I think it was what did we say it was, $2.99 or $3.99 or something like that.
Yeah,
it was a couple of, a few $100, and then you have to send it off, so it's going to cost you postage as well, and they will upgrade it for you at your expense, and then you'll end up with a plus. And I don't know if they're going to etch in the little plus symbol on there for you. Maybe they're not sure.
They put a sticker on it.
Yeah. But next time, why don't you build your little boxes that play, sequencing and sounds with a socket so that we can actually remove the CPU ourselves. Maybe that would be an idea. Then we don't have to send it back to you.
How long's it been out?
That's the problem. I think it's a bit over a year. So it's not long, right, Darren?
It's not long. No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
You don't mind if it's 4-year-old, but when you've only been out, like I say, about 12 months, you think they'd have at least future-proofed it. Now, admittedly, they might not be able to get hold of the CPU, but I mean, that's not sort of forward thinking so much, is it?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, it's going to make some people happy. It's going to make some people average, and it's going to make some people mad. And obviously, we've seen some people being mad with it as well. So, I'm indifferent.
Throw your Polend through the window.
Yeah, I'm indifferent about it. I don't know. I kind of feel like if you're really into that product, you find out that you can get an upgrade to make it better, I kind of feel like you'd probably go for it, right? So,
yeah. Not unless you've just bought it 3 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
That's your thing, isn't it? And that's why people are upset about it. And I think rightly so to some extent, because it's not, it's not a cheap upgrade. And people have also been saying that this is what the Polend Play should have been right at the beginning. But hey ho. Yeah. It's not. It wasn't. I'm still getting my head around the tracker. So
me too.
Yes.
Part of me is thinking it is. Part of me is thinking I should have got the Play, but I didn't get the Play.
Not now, Ian. No.
I didn't get the Play the first time because it didn't fit into my setup for the amount of money that they were asking for. And I only got the tracker because it was a good deal. It's changed the equation for me. So I don't really feel that bad about this now, but I feel really bad for the people who perhaps bought into the Play.
I would have never paid 600. I would never paid 600 quid for the tracker. I think at 350, which is what it was for that deal. I didn't know the deal was going to be that short either. But I thought it was a good price for what it is, and then it went back up. And all those poor people that missed out or bought it just prior to that,
Yeah, it's
I
on
think
sale
for
again, isn't
350
it? At the
quid,
moment, the tracker.
is it?
Yeah, for the Black Friday
well.
stuff. So,
Right,
I'm
okay.
not sure if it's as cheap as the one that they had before. So,
Well, I think I paid 350 quid including shipping.
yeah, someone can check that out. I'm not going to go and.
I'll just have a look.
Yeah, I'm not going to look.
550 from Bax in the UK. What's the SE version? Is that just a different colour?
Silver.
700 quid from Gift
It's a
Music.
silver one.
Yeah. No, it's 700 quid everywhere by the looks of it here in the UK at least. There might be something in America.
Polend's website itself, maybe, because sometimes they do stuff straight through them. Yeah. Let's have a look. It might have been just they go to the store, maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, they've got stores. No, that's not what I want. Products. It's loading really slow. I don't know why. Bugger. I'm not even going to look. Yeah, let's leave it. Okay, next.
Yeah.
Should we do next? Let's just quickly look what the chatties say.
Yeah.
By the way, I do apologise for that grey bar appearing every single time I go to the chat window, but it's helping us. It's refreshing the window as I click onto the frame in this streaming software. That way, otherwise the browser plugin in here will time out, and I have to reconnect to the chat. So we'll just put up with it. That's what we'll do. Okay, cool. It looks like we've got most people's comments up to date anyway, so we'll go to the next. Boom. Of course, we've got to talk about this. This is pretty cool, isn't it?
Now, I would have ordered this if it wasn't that I can't get it till mid-January. So I'm going to wait, but I'm going to buy this. This is great.
It is pretty cool.
I'm just going to quickly mention something because the guys in the jamming room are probably going off their nuts right now. I have muted KO.II, Maikshifter, and Synchrotron. So if you guys are worried about stuff, don't worry. It's going to happen. Just hold your horses. Let's get back to the KO.II. I actually think this is a really, really cool product. I think I don't know if you guys have seen the Cuckoo video. It's probably
I watched the Andertons video. It was really, really good, really in depth actually.
Yeah,
because they had a guy from Teenage Engineering who works in the UK.
Yeah, I saw
that was a really, really good video.
Yeah, both good. I kind of feel like it does remind me a little bit of the OP1 kind of mindset in a way, and I love the OP1, and OP1 was cool. So in a way, it's kind of like bringing an OP1 back to us for a little bit of money as opposed to a lot of money.
Have you still got an OP1?
I had to sell mine years ago to pay for the software that I'm using to stream the show.
Yeah. I've still got mine, and I don't use it all the time, but I do love it. You know, and I every so often, you know, if I go somewhere, I take the OP1 with me because I will write something on an OP1, and then you know, it will end up on the track at some point.
I might go to this view. I feel like this is going to fly off shelves. I really do. I think it's a winner. I know that there's a million samplers out there at the moment. You've got the sample track. That's a pretty cool product as well. But I don't know. I kind of feel like most people wouldn't care if they had a couple of samplers. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's you know, you're not a one sampler man, are you?
No. And because
it's not like sampling gets old, is it?
No. Because it's based on the pocket operators, I predict, here we are, Ian's predictions, that there'll be a whole range of these things. You know, because there's 9 or 10 different pocket operators. I was never into the pocket operators thing, and we sold a few, but it was too flaky for me, really. And by that time, I bought an OP1 anyway, so I really didn't need a pocket operator. But I think we're going to see a whole range of these, and if they do, they'll make tons and tons of money on them.
Yeah,
really. Because
so this is the what is it? The EP series or something? I forget what they're calling it.
Yeah, EP something. Yeah, it has got a stupid name.
It does have a stupid name. EP something or other. Yeah. Anyway, the KO.II was kind of interesting as well as a name. Oops, I keep going to the wrong button. Let's go to this one.
EP-133.
Yeah, so EP series, and the 133 is this, and calling it the KO.II. I guess it's kind of like, maybe that's because it has a connection to the KO, the pocket operator.
Yeah, exactly. It has, yeah.
I cannot remember which one I've got. I forgot where I've put it now. It's around here somewhere. Yeah, so I think this is going to fly off shelves. I think it's a no-brainer. I think a lot of people will get it. I think Teenage Engineering will make some cash on this. And if they, I think in terms of product development, I can't really see a lot of areas where I feel this is going to frustrate people. I feel like they've thought of a lot of stuff in this. I know that people will probably criticize it. There's always someone out there that will criticize it. Oh, it can't do X, Y, Z, whatever. It might be not enough memory, or it might be it's not a good enough sample rate, or it might, all these kind of comments that they'll have. It's not that sort of product. It's not supposed to replace a DAW or a PC or a laptop. So you guys have got to chill out a little bit when you're sort of thinking about what you're criticizing. This is a handheld. It's quite big actually. It's probably similar size to the sample track,
iPad size.
Yeah. It's quite a decent size. And from what I've been told, it's actually pretty sturdy as well. It's pretty sturdily made. It looks
velocity sensitive pads.
Velocity sensitive pads. Microphone's pretty decent on it. Yeah. Which is also decent on some of their other products as well, so it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, so hands up in here who probably, like, if they had some spare cash right now, would be insta-buy. Oh, it's going to be me.
Oh, I was there. I was already there. The only reason I didn't buy it is because everybody in the UK says the first shipment.
If it was available,
it'll be mid-January.
Yeah, chatties do the same. Hands up in chat if you insta-buy on this. We're just interested to find out just a quick sort of sample of people. JX3D says it's getting it. Yeah, that does not surprise me, Henrik. Brett Lemmings, Matt Brown, cool. Well, good work, guys. You can see yourselves down the bottom right-hand corner there.
We can all jam with it on online, can't we?
Yeah. I think the big thing here, and you guys probably, if you're Teenage Engineering products before, the big thing here is the MIDI and the USB connectivity on it. Because,
I thought,
the OP1 did have USB connectivity on it, but technically it didn't have a direct in MIDI connection, right?
That's true.
It did through the USB, but, so it was sometimes a bit of a challenge to do MIDI stuff on it. And, the MIDI side of it was interesting too. I don't know if you saw the Cuckoo video. He actually showed it. He had a key step 37 and he was playing. He was playing it chromatically. There's a mode, I think, if you go keys. See on the left-hand side under the volume knob, there's keys. So you press keys and you press the sample pad and it goes into chromatic mode. And it's pretty cool. So there's a lot to like.
It's a bit menu divey, but that's okay. I mean, so much other stuff is, And I just thought it was great, actually.
I thought menu divey on the same level as like the OP1, probably also on the same level as like an ESQ one. It was kind of just like maybe one step. You do something and then something. It was kind of not too much away from. Yeah. And I like the display too.
Or the Korg.
Well, you get both, Darren. You should know that by now.
No, the Korg. What was it? The Korg. We was slating a few weeks back.
Well, I'm not getting the Korg.
I'm not getting the Korg.
No.
I'm not selling the one that offered less twice as much money.
Yeah.
But it just shows you, though, doesn't it? I mean,
it shows you how important design is, and pricing and building to the actual market, rather than just
Yeah, exactly.
producing stuff without.
Which, let's face it, Teenage Engineering in the past have done some ridiculously bonkers pricing policies.
Oh, they have.
But I mean,
They have.
from a
you could
table
argue
to
that
something
apart from the
wooden.
pocket operators, most of their stuff is way, way overpriced. So it's
been
quite nice and quite
They've been
refreshing.
the butt of a lot of memes, haven't they, with their pricing?
Yeah.
That's for sure.
It's quite
Did-
refreshing.
didn't
to
I hear
have them
someone-
come in with a
Keep
product
going, Ian.
that
I
is
thought-
actually- yeah. So, I'll go, Chris, and then you. So, what was I saying? So, I think it's quite refreshing that they actually are coming with a product that is well priced, looks great, and actually, based on what we've seen with the videos, is a no-brainer. And that is refreshing from them because they are a design company first and foremost. And although I love my OP1, I didn't pay top dollar for it. I bought it right at the beginning. I think I paid £800 for mine, before they started to skyrocket. And if I did, although I ridiculed them over the field, if my OP1 died tomorrow, I probably would save up and get a field.
Yeah.
Now, because
They're-
like I say, I
they're
don't
pretty
use it all the
decent.
time, but I use it. I use it regularly.
All right, Chris, your turn.
And I can see me using this as well. So go, Chris.
Well, I agree with Dean. Congratulations to Teenage Engineering. They finally hit the target. But I did hear that someone said it could still be as expensive if you buy it with their table, their desk, and you put the unit on it. Then it's back to being normal pricing for Teenage Engineering.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
The
don't
microphone.
forget the beer, the Teenage Engineering beer.
And your wooden dolls on the front.
Yeah, the little guys who
The,
make
the accessories are probably really
singing.
expensive. That's what'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, did you see? They actually have a whole merchandise line.
Yeah.
That based on the KO now as well, so you can get the bag and the lunchbox and the gloves and the t-shirt and the cap and
I'm gonna say, well, there's
pretty much
there's a
anything
boxer
you would ever
shorts.
want.
I'd hope there's boxer shorts.
No, I don't think they're going to get away with selling bras either.
Yeah.
Their plan is to open up a store next to Apple stores in all the cities.
Oh yeah.
Do you see where we're going with this? It's kind of one of those
that
hipster
is-
stores, right?
That is the kind of vibe though that
Yeah.
Teenage Engineering have. I mean,
mean-
a very industrial designer type stuff,
Yeah.
which is
But
it's something
The
they do
KO
quite
soft
well.
bag.
The KO,
The KO soft bag is £69 UK pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just come on, guys. Anyway, so they're not.
made in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think they
Although
probably just did that just to
15 quid
convince.
for the cap.
Far out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they did the merchandise just to make sure that their shareholders didn't believe they'd been taken over by another alien race or something.
Guys, let's not forget this is actually affordable, right? So, like, we can rubbish them.
Yeah, it is,
The pocket operators were affordable. There's a few other things that they've done that's
Yeah,
affordable.
they were. Yeah, they were always affordable.
One day I can tell you the story about how much I paid for my OP1. Some of you guys know the story already. I think Darren knows it. It definitely wasn't more than 500 Australian dollars.
Whoa.
There's a massive
Is
story.
that new?
behind it.
Don't you still have one of the accessories?
I do. The aerial, the antenna thing. Yeah.
Aerial.
But
Yeah.
This is the only bit left. You have a little bit of Teenage Engineering left.
I
in
do.
the studio.
Yes. Yeah.
I bought
So
the
you haven't
bag,
lost
the
complete touch
case.
I've got the pocket operator too. So
Yeah. I've got the OP1 case, which is rubbish.
yeah.
It actually slides out all the time. It's
Yeah, it's-
terrible. And that wasn't cheap.
There was something that you could get that was like, I forget what it was. There was some like completely non-music related, and it fit perfectly in. The OP1 fit perfectly, and I forget what it was now. Someone in chat will probably, like Wagoo will probably be able to remind me because he's he's been around with the show, that is. So he might remember us talking about this years ago. Yeah, because we're coming up to nearly 5 years, people. On this show,
Another
not
birthday.
the channel, the show. Yeah, so quite a long time. Yeah. All right. I'm really happy about this. I don't often see myself loving Teenage Engineering products coming out, but this is actually, you got to think about it from a music point of view. This is a musical product. This is something that people will be able to groove with and make decent music out of, I feel. And the connectivity on it is decent. It's not limited like some of their other stuff. So good stuff. Well done. Hats off. And then of course is this. The Behringer UB-XA. We've been talking about this and talking about it and showing prototypes and developments. It's like finally it's shipping and you can buy it. It's a 16 voice polyphonic analog Oberheim cloney. We'll call it clonies. That's a good name for it. Yeah, it's not quite a clone, it's a cloney. Think of Star Wars.
Attack of the Clones, yeah.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones. Let's do that.
The Clone Wars. Oh, this is getting rather
$1,500 US, guys. Seriousless. $1,500. You can own a 16 voice Oberheim sounding. Yes, look, if you're wondering, the OB-XA, I think I've got to be careful because the OB-X8 is the new one, right? The OB-XA was the one that was modeled after. It did have CEM chips in it, so it had the same voice chips as the Roland SH101. I think it had CEM filters in it. Not all the Oberheim stuff had CEM stuff. Some of it had SEM, So, but this one particularly did. And the reason why is because that CEM 3340 chip oscillator, as you know, is in a lot of synthesizers, did a really, really good job. It did its job. It was stable. It kept in tune to a degree. It was pretty good. And it's funny because, like, you think about the Pro 800 here, that's got the same chips in it, right? So, like, what is making this is a really good synthesizer channel question. What's the difference between that if it's using a 3340 oscillator and it's using CEM filters? I guess maybe the filters might be the big clincher here. But there's going to be something else, and I want to see if you guys pick it up. What's the difference between that and the Pro 800 from Behringer? They're both using the same chips. What's the difference?
You know what I'm doing. I'm drawing lines between lines. Yeah. It's the intermodulation. It's the rounding and intermodulation. It's the way all the components are.
£1,500? No, $1,500 US dollars. Yeah, so it's the other stuff, like Chris said. It's the filters, it's the way the envelopes have been designed, the generating of the envelopes. Like some envelope generators. The Pro 800 is actually a really good example of bad and good envelope generators because it's actually got both. They've got the crappy originals and they've got the Glee mod ones, which were the ones that they fixed. And if you ever used a Glee mod with a Pro 800, it's a different synthesizer. It's seriously, it's like, what? This is not the same synth. It's the envelope. It's something very, very simple like an envelope generator can make that massive change. And I dare say you'll have the same sort of feeling with this. Like, you may not feel when you buy this, you may not feel that it sounds like an Oberheim. I kind of feel like there's been a lot of comments on social media saying, oh, it's very basic sounding and yeah, I'm not really sure. It doesn't wow me. You hear people saying crap like that, right? Honestly, do you know anything about analog synths? Like, they are not going to wow you out the backside of it. Like, you have to actually put it into your track, spend some time with it, maybe add some effects. Like, that's when it's going to start punching through the mix and wowing people. So
yeah,
but $1,500 for a 16 voice poly Oberheim synth is killer. And a little birdie told me this has been built really, really well too by Behringer. They've engineered this in their German factory and the UK factory. So there's teamwork there, and obviously there's assembly and stuff in their Chinese factory as well. So it's kind of like a global effort to get this thing out. And if you guys remember, this was actually Yuli's original synth that he designed way back, in the early days. It was the UB, I forget what it's called. Someone in the chat will remember the UB something or other. So that's why it's got the name UB-XA. So he actually tried years and years and years ago when he was young to build, like I think he was like a teenager.
Yeah.
To try to build this synth.
It's like an electronics prodigy, wasn't he?
Yeah, and it's not an easy
That's how
thing.
he started, yeah.
They spent something like $3 million on the R&D. This is Behringer's money, right? Not Oberheim and Behringer's combined. This is just Behringer. So when you think about it, like they already had a physical synth that existed in the world that they were copying, but they still had to spend $3 million in developing this and getting it into a modern, circuit and chipsets and things like that, and getting it to sound right. It's impressive. Like, yeah, rubbish Behringer all you like. I dare you to try that synth and see if you still hate Behringer. I seriously dare you to try that synth. This will probably be, because they've made it to impress the owner of Behringer. This will probably be one of their best synths that they've ever made, I think. And yes, it's a clone, but it will be, definitely. Anyway, over to you guys. Your thoughts. The UB-XA. Who wants to go first?
Oh, it must be me then.
Go on.
I'll yeah, that might be one of those things you own one day kind of situation. It is one of those things where it's like, I feel as though I've got so much to learn in terms of using synths, of the synths I have already, and I'm into modular as well. I just feel like it's like you're in a large ocean and you're in a little rowboat and someone says, you can have this entire world. And it's like, I think I need to learn to use this little rowboat first before I can kind of jump over there. So I'm not in the camp of running out to buy such a thing, because I kind of, this is a bit self-deprecating, but I kind of don't feel I deserve it yet. But it's definitely one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's just one of those things where, it's such a classic kind of 80s sound and more, because not a crap ton, if I can use that word, of people who own the original. So we haven't really heard all the music that could possibly be made with this synth. That's the kind of thing that excites me a bit, is that now there's going to be so many more of these capable synths out there. Are we going to hear better music? Well, okay, man, that's a bit cool. That's a big call, man. We're not going to hear better music. But I wish we would. Don't know. Yeah, I kind of like to. I do know. Yeah, I know. But there are definitely, there are artists that I hear, and there are people that I talk to that they're the kind of people who I'm thinking, yeah, if you get this synth, I'm really interested to hear what you do with it. So that's kind of my take on what I think is the future for this. But this isn't for me right now, I don't think. But it is probably something which Ranzee will say, Chris, come and play it. You need to play it in the store to hear this thing. I can hear you now saying, Ranzee, go in the store.
I'm on your camp. I kind of feel like you and I are still playing with our Pro 800s. I feel like we're busy.
Yeah. And it does actually make me feel, interestingly enough, this doesn't make me feel bad about my Pro 800. It actually makes me feel better. Yeah. Because it makes me think it's kind of similar heritage. It's using a similar kind of chips, and it's similar kind of era now, because the development of those two synths have now overlapped. So I no doubt that there's some technology in this Pro 800 which has come from lessons they've learnt doing the Oberheim. Doing the OB. Got to stop calling it the real thing. Yes. I don't feel bad about this. I don't feel, I guess I'm not really in the sort of angry camp. How dare they do this? Because let's face it, I mean, they announced this so long ago. We knew they were doing it. It's time to get angry and then get over it many, many years ago.
Deals were done.
Let's face it,
between the two companies.
And I don't think they've done anything to disgrace themselves over this. We haven't heard it for real. We haven't heard it from an artist that's independent from Behringer, so we have to keep that in mind.
Good point.
But I don't I don't think they've, on the surface, disgraced themselves in any way over this. I think they've done probably better than what they've done in the past. They've been a bit lazy on a few other instruments, probably because they had decided to prioritize one over another. So look, we're not going to go to the nth degree on this one. It's just a little one. This is the one. This is the baby. This is the one we were going to put all our effort into. I don't have a problem with that.
Awesome. Yeah. There we go. Good work. Kind of feel like Ian's about to say something.
I am. I was never. Oberheims were always way too expensive for me, so I never really looked at them because I could never afford them. And I have got the Arturia OP-XA, is it the one that? So if I need that sound or something close to that sound, I could use a soft synth. And I'm not a massive fan of soft synths, but really, I did play the OB-XA at one of the synth shows and thought it was really good, but it's not. If I had £1,500 to spend, I wouldn't spend it on this. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think once you get it in some independent hands, it'll be great. You know, somebody, I think it was on Processing Tech, but somebody said about slightly worried about the key bed, because we don't know it's their own key bed for the poly aftertouch and whether that would last that long. But no, it's not for me really. I'm glad it's out there for those people that want this. Great, but not for me.
Easy.
I've got music coming through. I think somebody else has joined the.
Yeah. You'll need to control it
if
from
I seem slightly distracted there.
Yeah. So you need to remember that you've got. If you do mute, then you'll have to unmute them later on when we start jamming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome.
That was sort of slightly schizophrenic there because I could hear
Actually,
music the whole time I'm trying to speak.
I've actually never asked Darren this. Darren, I know you love the SH101, right? And so that means to me, deep down, you're a CEM 3340 fanboy, just like I am. We go way back, mate. Are you an Oberheim fanboy as well? Like, do you love that sound? Did you kind of smash it out to Van Halen's Jump in the day? Well,
I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy. I mean, I do like it, and yeah, I do like the SH101 and things like that. I don't know. I don't really. No, I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy. I'm a bit sort of like what Ian would say. I think this is sort of. It's more of, like you said, it's supposed to be built a lot better than some other synths. So, what they're talking about Behringer. So I'm presuming this is like prestige, their clone model. Maybe they'll bring out even more prestige ones. So I'm not, I think a bit like Ian, I'm not for it. I'm not against it neither. It's like, I mean, it won't be something I'll buy. Yeah, I just think it's, we'll have to see what it's like when people get their hands on it and see if it is really well. And it's, I mean, I presume it's going to sound pretty very similar, like quite a lot of the stuff sounds close to the original. You'll always get people comparing it, saying it's not quite this, it's that, but we'll see when it comes out, I think.
Oh,
am I getting
people jumping in? People are jumping in.
Good.
Here we go. They want to talk about this synth. I have no doubt. Look at all the StreamYard people jumping in.
Oh,
we've pushed buttons and they've come in angry. Have they come in angry or have they come in?
They're coming in hot. They're coming in hot.
Get off my lawn!
Oh my goodness.
How are you, boys? You good?
Definitely going to say something.
Good afternoon, good morning, good night.
All good.
Nice to see you, Andy. And also you, Kent. How are you, bud?
All right, mate.
Yeah, we're good.
No, it's all this Oberheim talk. I thought
I think I
what we
can,
should do here, right, is just calm down, everybody.
Yeah.
That's a real Oberheim. Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah, stop it.
All right.
It's insane. It's
What are we
a
doing?
voice. Wow.
Stop flopping out your Oberheim.
Nice
All
one.
right.
Nice one,
Exactly.
Curtis.
Somebody say Oberheim. I've got to get mine out, mate.
Yeah.
No, what I think what Ian should do is not bother buying a house and buy that.
Yeah.
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 There's a fair bit of room
Well, this
inside.
way. Yeah. This.
He just has to shrink,
And,
and then he can live in it.
Well, I got to hear that a video of that Behringer one last night, bright and early, and it sounds all right. It sounds really good. And if it's what's it?
Excuse me.
Possibly come out at 800 quid or something like that. Very good indeed.
Mm.
Some of the there's a fizz in the filters that the Oberheims have up the high end that this didn't have, but it was still close enough.
Mm.
You know, and for that money as well.
Yeah. You'd think they'd pick up on stuff like that, though, right? I mean, they've spent all this mega bucks on it.
Well, with a lot of this old gear, though, you see some of its characteristics that people ended up loving were through the inadequacy of the components used. So they were literally what they were falling in love with were the sort of like audio mistakes or quirks that the machines have. And then when you got electronics today, which is made with more precision, you'll lose that.
Yeah, like the TR8 had that, that big
So it's
fall.
literally like, go, all right, we'll buy a load of components and then we'll soak it in gin for a week and leave it out in the cold, and maybe it will sound like it now when we build it. But of course, that's going to take more time and money, and there's a tolerance leeway there for it putting it together, and it doesn't work at all. So it's really hard to get that back, you know, even if you're using the same components, because the way they build DICs today will be different to how they were manufactured back then. So you won't, although it's got the same code number on it, it won't sound exactly the same in all the different frequency areas. So more noticeable in
It'll
things like
age
filters and
differently too.
GPOs.
Yeah.
So to get really close is actually really, really good.
It's an interesting thing, like the die casts, you know, that sort of stuff that they're using in the technology, right? It's different.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're using smaller die cast and, you know, the
Different
nanometers.
Yeah,
that they're
different
doing.
nano. Yeah.
You know, different nanometer thicknesses and stuff like that, and it will change some aspects of it somewhere, and nobody knows until they build it, and then go, well, there you go, that's pretty close. We're not going to get much better than that.
Yeah, and I think we're safe to sort of assume that $1,500, if you're 99.9% there with that sound, I don't think you're going to miss a kind of small little, you know, tingle sound up the higher end of the filter.
I'd imagine that probably, you know, they'd have to double the price of the unit to get that extra bit. They're putting stuff in there to compensate for it. You know, like a circuit that just mucks up the voltage a little bit and makes it just wobble about all over the place and go, yeah, that sounds more vintage. But it'll end up costing so much money to do it that, you know, really, is it really worth it?
Dave did that, didn't he?
Well,
With
yeah,
his
but
newer
I mean,
stuff.
you know, it's got to be
Or the slop.
sort of like a labour of love, and to hell with the cost. Whereas most manufacturers really just can't afford to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, well, a Behringer can't, because that's
You
their
know, not
business
to get
model.
that 0.1% is just like
Yeah,
not worth it. So
yes.
there you go. That's
Did
my
you-
take on it anyway.
Did you like the Teenage Engineering sampler? What'd you think
Yeah,
of
I
that?
did. I did. I like that. But I'm a sucker for graphic designs anyway. And as a unit, I don't know how I don't know if I'd buy it and then not use it, sort of thing. Just buy it because I've got one of them, and that's about as far as it goes.
Because you like Lego as a kid.
Yeah, but you know what? I wouldn't like walk on one of
That's
those
my
something.
gear, Ken.
But that hurts me.
Yeah.
So
That's-
so yes, I did like that as well. I must admit, and the price was very surprising as well because it's teenage engineering. Wouldn't there be another 2 zeros on the end of that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Hey, Doggins.
Right, go on.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Look, we're all here.
Sausages.
Famous.
Sausages.
We're an animal friendly show. This.
Yeah.
My dog's outside the door. She wants to
So,
come in.
anyway, but that's my take on it anyway. So I thought I'd just show off the 8 voice. Don't get it.
Yeah,
Not a
stop
lot
it.
of them. I've got to get back to this Jupiter 4 now from hell.
Jupiter 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
It's got a key coder problem.
Oh my goodness.
Dun, dun.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the most piano looking synth I've seen in a while. So complicated.
It's not a happy go.
The hammers don't work properly. Is
3
that it?
notes right across the keyboard, 3 different pitches, which is an improvement on the other one I worked on. So
How much difference are they to a Pro Mars? I know obviously there's the voicing, right? But electronically,
yeah, not
how
a
much
lot of
different?
difference. They're definitely following the same sort of design philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're quite similar to each other. Yeah. So except the Pro Mars would have been a hell of a lot easier to fix
Yeah.
than this bastard thing. So I put a new key coder processor in it, and I thought, yeah, that'll sort it.
He agrees, mate. He agrees it was a disappointment.
Anyway, I must get back to this. So
All right, bud. Nice to have you
have a
on.
good one.
Yeah.
Take care. I
Take
want
it
to
easy,
hear
Ken.
how this
See you later, mate.
All this thing syncs up at the
See you,
end.
Ken.
Ooh,
All right, take
look
care.
at that. See you, buddy.
Take care, Ken.
All right. See you, Ken.
All right, Andy, you're in. Don't worry.
Hi, Randy.
I mean,
You won't be lost in there,
Hey.
mate. We'll keep you.
hi, Darren. Hey, Ranzee.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah,
Chris.
good, mate.
Rant.
Hi, Andy.
Let's see if we can get you up here. There you go. You're on your own on the screen at the moment. I'll make you full.
Yeah,
size.
I've got nothing to share really. Apart, I built this morning.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah?
the Mavis.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
live,
saw you
live
with that,
on,
yeah.
on YouTube, and it was a complete mess. My live stream this morning, but we got there eventually.
Oh, that's all right, mate.
But yeah,
So it works. As long as it works.
it does. Yeah, and I'm hoping to try a bit of cross contamination with the.
Oh, yeah.
Look,
Oh, the East Coast. The Coast, yeah.
the patch bays.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always fancied one of them.
Mate, if you hold them close enough
Zero
together,
Coast, yeah.
eventually the electrons will start jumping in and out of each of those sockets, mate.
If you tip one of them down the other, the electrons fall out and fall into the other one too.
So yeah, and
Like a
nothing to
salt
share
pepper
really on
shaker.
that. I mean, yeah, I've got my guitar ready for the jam. I'm gonna piss everybody off in there.
Good man.
With
Good
the terrible
stuff.
play.
Oh, jeez, man.
Awesome. All right, let's keep going because I think there might be another cool product that we need to talk about. How could that possibly be in the middle of these bad amounts of products coming out? Yes, it's this one, and it's free. Free,
Yep.
free.
Yay.
loaded and
Done
more.
it. Got it.
If you haven't got this,
It's
you need to
loaded,
jump into
ready to go.
Valhalla website and download this. It is free. Definitely, in my opinion, this is the best free VST on the market.
I want them to
Definitely.
put
Completely
it in a
agree with that.
hardware little box.
And yeah, it's a great idea, Darren.
He wants to box it. He likes it so much.
I love what this guy says. He says basically what I love about offering this for free is that I can code this, software, and I can do whatever I want because I don't have to answer to anyone if you don't like it or it doesn't quite gel with me or whatever, because it's free.
Jeez.
And in a way, you're kind of getting true development here. You're getting the essence of what he really wants. Okay, so let's I don't know if I'm going to break my Mac here or not. By the way, I upgraded to what do you call it? Sonoma.
Oh, yeah.
I've upgraded to Sonoma, so if everything fails today, blame Apple. Okay, why don't we'll add a return track, and then I will put we'll put it as an audio unit. Where is he? Down the bottom here, Valhalla Supermassive. There it is. Running beautifully live in there. Now, if you're wondering what is new, it's basically there's Leo and Virgo. Now, I can't remember which one's which. One's kind of like a granular thing. I think it might be Virgo. And Leo might be kind of this more slow sort of ambient style. I think only one way to find out, isn't there? We've got to run stuff through it, right? So what could we do? Run the Pro 800 through it, I guess. So let's try Leo first. I'm just going to zoom out because you don't really need to see it anyway. So we're on Leo. And what I'll do is I've got the Pro 800 coming through where? Let's get rid of all these for now.
It's on 1 on 7.
Okay, there we go. Now we need to take out. Hang on, we've got effects running on that, so I'm going to turn those off. There we go. Beautiful. All right, can we make that a bit louder? There we go. That's pretty loud. Right, let's. No, so we don't want to do that. What do I do that for? Go back, Leo. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome. All right, let's see if we can get more of this happening. So that's Leo. It's kind of like this. I think a lot of us who like droney sort of stuff are going to love that algorithm. I really do. And you're going to be playing with the presets. All right, so that's just a real quick look. And then the Virgo, I think this is the granular one, if I remember rightly. We need to go. How do we get to the default? Default!
You changed algorithm again.
I did, yeah. It's changed down there. But
I think it's a preset, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to go back to the default thing. Where's that gone? Oh, it shouldn't matter? Okay. I don't really want this, do we?
So the algorithm's part of the preset, so
Yeah.
if you change presets, it changes the algorithm as well.
We probably wanted to get
As to which algorithms are demoing the new algorithms wasn't entirely clear.
No. Let's just reset it and then go back again and go from default. It should be better. Yeah, there we go. It's working now.
Wolf.
Put some density in this. By the way, the people in the jam would be hearing this right now. I've just realised.
I get bonus material.
Sorry. Anyway, there is Supermassive version 3. Yeah, you guys, if you haven't got it, get yourself it. It's free, and I think it's
on my screen right now.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and while you're there, also you may as well get the frequency echo and the space modular, which are one's a flanger and the other's a sort of dub thing. Yeah, they're all free.
Yeah,
and they're worth having. So get all three.
Yeah. I've also got the shimmer.
Too.
The shimmer's
the shimmer is the one, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you want any shimmer,
Yeah,
that's the one
shimmer
to go for. And it's only $50.
the vintage Verge and the shimmer.
The shimmer absolutely craps on the Big Sky shimmer too. So I'm just seriously, Strymon should pay that man some money and say, right, we'll take your shimmer because ours is crap. It's not that crap. But
Plus, you can read exactly about how it was created.
Yeah,
on the website.
Updating was easy. If you drag and drop, it works straight out of the box.
It automatically writes. So previous version, it was dead simple. Yeah,
I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. We are done. We got through the products. Favorite product of the week, maybe. For me, it's going to be Teenage Engineering, I think, and the shimmer. Sorry, the Supermassive. It's going to be both of those. One you have to buy, and one you don't. So you can name both. I kind of feel like Behringer will be ringing me up right now, saying, "Why not our UB-XA? Why we have spent $3 million?" No, look, mate, I don't love it as much as you do. So go and hug yourself or in the corner and in front of a mirror or something. I don't care. I like the Teenage Engineering more. It's more my style. I'm a sample guy. So yeah. Ian, are you the same?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not the Behringer, if I'm honest, as I said, but definitely. I mean, like I say, if they could deliver it tomorrow or Monday, I would have ordered it yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was looking at all the UK distributors, all the shops, to see who actually had it in stock, and some of them said they had it in stock, and then when you read the small print, it says, "Oh well, expected to, yes, it's in stock, but expected mid-January." And I'm thinking, "Oh, come on, guys."
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, as soon as it's actually available, I will.
I heard January as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
And I doubt that would be Australia.
There's a shipment coming in early next month, but that's all sold out.
Right.
Into the UK. It might be different in other countries, but no, that's my product of the week if I'm paying for it.
Okay, we've got Babs in the jam room now too. So there's
cool.
There's Kosh.II, there's Andy, there's Babs, and I think Michael B was in there, but I think he's left now. So yeah, there's a few. Okay, so we should probably get through the next segment, which is Price Watch, and then we'll start jamming. So we'll do a quick Price Watchy. Chatties were kind of saying Teenage Engineering as well, by the way, just so we know.
All right, good.
Okay, first up is a bit of a joke. Behringer design it works, not bad condition. Right. Okay.
26 quid, bargain.
What is it like? What does it work for? Does it work for hitting you over the head or something?
I could smell the tobacco from here, actually.
Yeah,
I could smell the tuberculosis from here.
That's the vomit of 1,000 patrons.
You haven't gigged unless you've had 1,000 vomits on your
exactly. Yes,
on your RDA.
Exactly. Yeah.
I feel like Darren should stop selling his gear. He's not in his. See, I don't know where Darren went. I think he's off to buy the Teenage Engineering.
Yeah, he's gone down to the shop.
To pull that. He's gone to pull down his reverb shop before you find out.
We can say anything we like about Darren right now, and he wouldn't have a clue. Only afterwards, when he watches the replay, will he find out.
Yeah.
Next, this is getting into more sort of normal stuff, people. By the way, Kawai K1M. $350 US. I kind of feels pretty decent. Yeah, with RAM card.
Yeah.
And an original manual.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, and it's got that little sort of XY joystick thing on that. So, cool little sort of digital module thing.
Yeah, I had a KY module. It wasn't this one.
KY gel.
But, yeah. They were all right, actually.
They are pretty good, yeah.
Never had the pleasure.
Yeah.
Saw many of them in the magazines, but never had one.
This is for Babs. This is like completely just reading what she's saying in here. Sorry. Babs, you're not transmitting. You know how I know?
Hello?
Because there you are there, and you're grayed like dark grey. That means you're not transmitting. The transmitting has to be green. See down here where it's green?
Green. Yeah,
there you go. Look at that. See? What a
green for go.
What a good lass. Jeez.
I had that wrong the first time, so everyone was hearing me and I was setting up. And
back to the segment.
I thought I had something good.
Back to the segment. Next is the Godwin Drum Maker. God, that sounds like, you're going to make the second coming of Christ or something when you're playing this drum. Godwin Drum Maker. Not sure what's going on. We can't hear you yet, Babs. Chuck it in your master. Chuck the VST in your master bus, and we'll hear you. 6,000 Aussie dollars. So halve it for pounds. Actually, probably, it's £50.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen one of these things before. The 32p. No. It's probably one of those things that people bought because they had an organ that didn't have a drum machine with it or something. It's one of those,
It does look a bit that way, doesn't it?
I think. Does anyone heard?
It looks
of this?
like it's just
no.
I've
heard of Godwin, but not this.
Yeah. I couldn't really find much about it.
It's from Italy. Would it be another Italian maker? Because there's quite a few.
Farfisa and
quite a few Italian organ makers who made. Yeah.
It's got these really crazy connectors on the back. Sorry, I can't really show you the photos, but this is actually a live reverb listing. So the link will be in the blog article in the back. But they are analog, from what I can work out. They're like an analog drum machine, and so you'll probably get that bossa nova, that sort of stuff happening.
Yeah.
But yes, $6,000.
Mini pops.
Ooh, not for me. Not for me. What about a Moog?
All the LEDs are
multi-Moog.
What?
A multi-Moog. Yeah, I think we've shown a multi-Moog before. They're not your famous Moogs.
It's not
right?
a Bob Moog one, is it? It's later.
Yeah, you're looking at circa 1978 to 81. So this would have been, I can't remember the history of Moog. Who was around then? I think that's when they were having trouble, wasn't it? Around.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was mentioned because I've read the book. I can't remember. I think it's when the factory was taken over, and I don't know whether Bob was still involved or not. And they started to put things like this out.
So they had two Moogs that kind of fit with. This is all I know about it, right? So there were two. There was a micro Moog, and a multi Moog, and they were kind of like, this was the big brother of the micro Moog. It's just a mono synth, like a lot of Moogs are. It's got your standard sort of stuff with two VCOs. Pulse square, sawtooth. It's got that's Lady Aptitude's sounds. Let's move here for a sec.
Funky.
Yep. 24 dB low pass filter with cutoff, resonance, 44 keys on the keyboard, and the micro Moog. In comparison, right? It was so the whole point of this, from what I can work out, Ian, is that they made this to bring out a cheaper alternative to the Mini Moog.
Yeah, I think you're right there. That rings a bell. I was just, cause the only Moog I've ever owned was the Prodigy, which I absolutely hated. I thought it was a pile of poo.
Yeah.
But I know people love it now. And that was later though, wasn't it? So this was before, and I know that Bob had no involvement in the Prodigy at all. So that was about 78, was it? 79, right? Okay, so this was before that. So yes,
No, this
I think
was
you're right.
after. So this came after the Prodigy, but the
right. Well, it's definitely
Micro,
right. Yeah. So it's
the Micro, which is its little brother, came out in 1975. It was only a little 32. I don't have a photo. I could probably get one up for you, but I can't be bothered. It's a 32 key version, and it only had one oscillator. So this was kind of like, if you're sort of getting the gist of what they were doing then. Hang on, let's go here. So we've got Andy still down below. So they were kind of doing this sort of stuff, like, here's our Mini Moog, and here's our Micro Moog, and there's kind of a little bit of room. There's the Moog. And you know what? When I saw this,
one of these.
I kind of thought to myself,
I got one of these in the shop.
Have Moog have they repeated themselves in history? Because let's go fast forward to the Fatty series.
Yeah.
They had the Sub Fatty, the Slim Fatty, the Little Fatty, the subsequent 37, which is still a Fatty based series synth. And when you look at them, you had small keyboards, like the Sub Fatty was a small keyboard. The Slim Fatty was just a rack mount. The Little Fatty was the same thing but with keys. Then there was
also Stage Fatty.
Yeah. So I kind of feel like we. I wouldn't be surprised. Like Betting Man, right? Betting Man. Excuse me. Sorry. The circuitry in those older, the Micro Moog, the Multi Moog. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
They had a series, right, in the late 70s, early 80s, which fit a whole bunch of different budgets. There was one oscillator, two oscillators, three oscillators, right? Smaller keyboards, larger keyboards. Can hear you typing there, Andy. And typing away there, bud.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of why I brought this up. What are the chatties saying about it? It's out of curiosity, because they usually have opinions about this sort of stuff.
I vaguely remember having a mess around with one of these in a music shop back in the day and being completely underwhelmed by it, if I remember rightly.
Well, yeah. And I kind of feel like this is where I'm going with this, Ian. I kind of feel like if you put distortion in that synth, you've got yourself a fatty synth. That's kind of where I'm going with it. Modernize it. Put a few bells and whistles to make it more modern, MIDI and things like that. You got yourself a fatty. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah. But I'm just thinking, like, the company themselves, they would have had the engineering designs all the way back, you know. So all they had to do is, I'll grab that circuit, plug it in with that. Oh, okay. Let's try that with a feedback. Yeah, that's now got an overdrive on the linear amp. Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're doing stuff like that, and it's not going to be the same thing. They still had
a tuning problem as well, because the bloody things kept going out of tune.
Yeah,
it did quite a while. I mean, that's what used to drive me absolutely crackers. I used to turn up at a gig, tune the bloody thing up, and then I'd have to tune it up again before I actually started to perform, and then tune it at half time. And
what was the first one? Was it the Source? The silver one, wasn't it? The silver and blue one. That was the first one that they brought out that really did fix the tuning issues, wasn't it? I can't remember. I'm trying to think off my own life memory of which one I thought was the tuning one that fixed. And then you'd think, like, they knew about ARP. ARP literally fixed the tuning issues.
Yeah.
Their oscillators were, as you know, almost as stable as the US dollar. They were pretty good.
Yeah, they were.
All right. Where did we get to? We got to the.
It's not worth $6,000 though, is it?
It's not worth £3,000. No.
No.
And this one may be worth this. I'm not sure. This is an SH5. This is an amazing synth. If you do get your hands on one, you're a lucky bugger. I would. Out of all of the Roland synths, if they started remaking, you know how like Korg did. If they started remaking analogs and they said, "Look, sorry, we've gotten over our digital problem. We're going to remake the SH5. This is going to be our first." I reckon that would be a really good start. I mean, obviously, I'd love it if they made, Jupiters and stuff like that as well. Of course, I'm not going to knock those, but I think just as a test the big toe in the bathtub, right? Let's see if people will buy a remake of a Roland synth. Geez, that thing would sell, wouldn't it?
I never played one in real life, but I just they were great.
You would fall instantly in love with it.
Yeah,
seriously, it's gritty as hell. That filter on that thing is chaos, pure chaos. Yeah, it's a great synth. Yeah. What else do we have? Is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay, so yeah. Darren, we caught you disappearing before. As you know, it's not like you didn't hide the fact that you disappeared.
we just bitched about it the whole time you're away, Darren.
The room's that small, I can't disappear. It's hard to. As soon as I get off this chair, I've gone.
So technically, he fell out of the room rather than anything. Oh, I've gone on.
Is that you?
This is Babs.
Oh, Babs.
Yeah.
That's very choppy.
Babs, you're on your own in there. All right, shall we? Tell me if you can hear this, Babs. There we go. Kosh-II is playing something.
Yeah.
Look at that. He's got a sequence going. Now let's see. Like he's supposed to be in sync with me, right? So you've got his sequence. If I hit my TR8, this is incredible. My TR8, completely in sync with his sequence.
Yeah, that is cool.
Well, in sync with him from the past.
Yeah,
because that's how it
works. Don't ruin it. Okay?
That does your head in. I love it.
We've solved time travel then.
We have solved time travel.
Still works.
Let me put an arpeggiator on this. Let's see if I can do something interesting here. That's really not a good patch. Sorry.
These are not the patches you're looking for.
Let's make this a little bit quieter. No, that's no good because it's got a... what to do? I'm not going to worry about this. This is not what I want. I will probably go with the Mini Moog. Here we go. Yeah, that seems to be syncing for me. Alright, so I feel like we're kind of working here, guys. So, we are going to jam. Who's ready? Okay, we've got fart sounds from Babs. She's doing good. We've got like an offbeat kind of bass sound from Kosh-II. What are you doing there, Andy? What do you got going? Oh, you got the guitar going? Yeah, I'm actually watching you play it. Why don't we do this? We can do... Where's Andy? Put Andy up in the corner, look at that. You can watch him play it. Whoa, you're coming through nice and loud there now. The only synths I know is about C minor. That's right, do C minor. C minor's fine. Something's kind of doubling up on the beat here. Where are we getting the double up sound? No, it's gone now. Is it Ian? No. Where am I getting the sound from?
That is one wonky beat. It is mental. It is mental, yeah.
What I'm trying to work out now is where am I getting that second beat from? Alright, so is everyone hearing the music through their jam tabber in sync at their end? This is what I want to know. It's coming through beautifully my end. Don't forget, like, if you're listening to the stream, you'll probably want to mute the stream and listen to it on your DAW. So. Bit of peak bass there.
Babs meant to be playing that sort of crackly sound, or is it just that it's not coming through?
It's just Babs. I think we'll just take Babs out for a sec.
Yeah, but does she think she's playing something else, or is that how it's supposed to be?
Let's just keep it in C minor to make it easy for everyone, right? Unmute Babs again. She's coming back in. She's not broadcasting just yet. So let's just have a look at who's playing what just while we've got everyone, right? So let's zoom in a little bit here. So the TR8 is me. And also I was doing this. So the peak sound. Alright, so that was me. I'll just mute me for now. The next one, let's just mute everyone and we'll just do who's doing what. By the way, when I'm doing this muting, they're not getting muting it, it's just on my end. So that noise is Ian. And then we've got a little sort of sequence going from Kosh-Du-Kai there. And then from Chris. I feel like there's another sound coming from somewhere. Oh yeah, that's Chris. Chris, you've got it coming through twice, mate. Alright, Michael B's got a guitar. And then we've got a bit of ambient sort of guitaring from Andy. You can actually watch Andy do it.
That's very System 7.
Alright, so let's put it all back on again. The cool thing you can do about this, like, is because you're in your DAW, you can make clips right there, and so you know, if you like the way you played something, you can just do a clip of it. You just do MIDI clips. So let's say I want this. we've got everyone on the stream, you can hear me talking. I'm using all hardware synths here. Just letting you know. Might even be able to get the camera to start panning around for you. Right now you can see the peak as I'm playing it. We were getting like a double up of Chris's audio. That's what I've just worked it out. So I'm just seeing if I can hear it here. Right. That's better. So I've just muted Chris through the vMix call, but he's now back to normal. Here we go. Alright, let's hear what everyone is playing. Now that sounds like Ian. So I'm just going to overlay Ian over the top so you guys know that Ian's making all these sounds. So he's listening to the entire mix at his end. So, but we're only just sampling what we can hear from him because I've muted everyone else. All right, so that's Ian. All right, and we've got let's go to Chris now. So there's Chris there, and he's making all these sounds. So what's nice about it is that it's all in sync. So here's my drums. Okay, so that's all working. Now we've got Michael B. That's Michael B stuff. And then listen to Andy. And I can adjust his levels here too, that's the cool thing about it. Beautiful playing, Andy. And we got Seb over in... Got a little video of Seb happening at the same time. Pretty cool. And probably just... So a lot of the vocals are coming from Seb too. So let me just... This was what I was backing with everyone. That's everyone all together. Seb's probably coming through a little hot. So condensation is my fucking enemy. I can pop it down a bit. There we go. okay if it just pops in a little bit? There you go. Maybe someone's microphone is picking up the keyboard sounds. I think Manny's saying in the chat, keyboard's clapping. Andy, you're in a band. Go, Andy. If Andy doesn't believe it, there you go. Look, Andy's in a band. Hey. Yeah. Thanks, man. And just remember, none of this was rehearsed. None of us rehearsed with each other. This is completely just off the cuff. As it should be. That's the whole point of this. Odyssey happening here. The Ovation, it's the Odyssey. There we go. How long have we been jamming for? Someone wants to do drums, I'll just mute mine. There we go. Yeah, Bert, jump on in. Jump on in. Jump on in. That's the app we're using to sync. Right now I'm not playing anything except for... I think there's a synth tab every... There you go, you can see it just here. Just here. It's hitting the C note every 2 bars? Every bar? Something like that. Yeah, Seb's left. Sorry Seb, I didn't see your message, man, about the drums. But that's cool. I've turned mine off. I've got a System 8 sitting over here somewhere. Let's see if we can get that going. I think she's on 6. It's not that one. I might have just knocked the microphone with my chair then. Oh, every now and then? No, I only just did it once, so it wasn't me then. Seb, you can do the drums if you're back in. No, you left. Oh, we got Bird in the room. Yay! Let's just have a listen to Bird. There we go. Wonder if Chris has fixed his audio. You worked it out there, Andy? Or is it too early in the morning for you, mate?
I'm having trouble with audio going through here. And trying to grab the audio.
Oh, wait a minute. I mean, I'll mute my mic on StreamYard, I guess, but I'm not doing any typing.
All good, Michael. All good, mate. All good. Should try it at the pub, Kent. Some awesome people around. Chris is trying something with his audio. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's doing something. He's looking busy.
Oh no.
Sneak preview into Chris here. Having a drink. It's hard work. Being a maestro. Wipes the brow. I just zoomed in on it so you guys can see who's actually playing. The cool thing about it too is that you've got a little chat on the right hand side here.
Yeah.
So you know you can tell people to bugger off if they're annoying you. Or you can just mute them. It's cool how Kosh has got 2 channels happening on his. So I didn't know you could do that until today. Good on you, mate. Pushing the gambit. Pushing the envelope. Love to see it. Oh, Andy. Andy, my man. Oh, he's muted. He's good. He's muted now. Definitely he's muted. I will show you this to you just to prove it. He's definitely muted. See the little mute on the microphone there? He's muted. We are good to go. It's okay now? Beautiful. That's probably why. Digging it. That's alright, Mr. Chris. You're good to go. But we'll talk about certain compensations later on. No, just kidding. something about it, like, you know, look, Mum, no hands. And there's 3 synths playing here. Bring the drums back. I kind of feel like the drums are out. Yeah. Better.
Yeah. I found it had been saying that.
Really quiet, Andy. But I mean, I can't hear you. It's like,
So we can get in the drums. Right here. These things. Drums are annoying me. Guess we could do it all day, Andy, and I think you'd be sick of C minor. I feel like we need another sound from the peak. The peak was pretty cool, wasn't it? That sound. That was a beautiful sound.
It's a lovely sound.
Yeah. It's kind of like a rhythmic sort of sound, that one. Alright, let's propose, just to show what this software can do, people, let's propose a BPM change, right?
Ooh.
Let's go into something a bit quicker. Let's go 135. Let's see if anyone wants to do it. Who's happy with 135? We're happy with 135. Anyone want to... Any takers? Yes, I will. Just... What happened to my mouse? Please tell me my mouse doesn't stop. Okay, 135. I've got to stop my DAW. I've got to sync with live. Here we go. Let's go. Who wants to do bass? Someone else want to do drums? G minor, okay. G minor. We're going to G minor, people. Oh, don't do those off notes. Who's going to do drums? I'm going to turn the drums off. Someone's got to do drums. And I'm just going to do this. We're in a club, people.
I was going to join the drum, but our ASIO driver's not working.
Ooh, I can hear someone's playing it back. How can I hear that? Why can I hear that back again? Seriously, hearing it back twice. Here we go, we've got drums.
Is my audio working, Ranzee?
Yeah, but you're not in the actual thing.
No, I know. I had trouble with the ASIO driver, so it once I connected, finally, the tempo was so slow it wasn't synced up.
Okay.
And I got intermittent audio on that app.
XERTY, I don't know who that is.
Did you have any audio trouble setting up the Jam Taba thing?
Wow, why is that Pro 800 so out of tune? Listen to that. Here we go, we've got drums now. Hard for me. I'm trying to work out where the beat is, and it's coming from Chris, I believe. Let's just see. We'll just solo him. Okay. Andy's got a nice little guitar sort of ambient thing going. Okay. Pro 800 set to annoy the crap out of me this mode.
Okay, Rand, I'm gonna have to go.
Alright, Darren. Come here, buddy.
See you later, Darren.
Okay, we got synthetic in. Michael B, get your bass guitar out, bro.
See you all. Bye.
See you, mate. got here? We got a E and a D sharp. That's not going to work for us. Right, let you guys all work it out. So we got in the. We've got Andy, Michael B, Chris, Kosh-II, and Ian. And I'm actually not playing anything, so I'll actually mute myself so you can't hear anything. See? You can just hear me tapping on the keyboard, but nothing's coming out. There we go. Let's see how this goes. I need a drink. This is thirsty work. Cheers. Give us a G. Alright. I'll do a G. There's your G. It's kind of a fifth though, isn't it? Probably threw you off there, Andy. I can't do a G on the Pro 800 because I think it sounds like crap at the moment. Nice little sequence going from someone there. Let's go down to here somewhere. There's going to be a bass, surely. We don't need an echo on the bass though, right? You could probably just do a... Let's get a different bass sound though. I think they're up around there. Let's do something like that. Alright, let's fix that clip up. It's annoying me. There we go. Feel like that little sequence that I did is slightly out, so we probably need to quantize it, right? Let's see if we can quantize this. Spark drums in here, see if we can get some better drums. What sort of drum sounds do you guys like? Variations on this thing, right? I should be able to. cheating with these drums, by the way, people. I'm not making any effort at all. I'm just loading up preset factory stuff. So I don't know. Should we try something different in the house section? Just want to hear the drums for a sec. I can sort of groove with this. There's a variation on this. There's a variation. Okay, now we just need someone to do a bass. Because my bass was a bit sucky. Actually, want me to do a different bass. Should have a different bass sound now. is the best way to do it. So you're putting it in your master bus here. I know this is not Cubase, but this does help. This is like your master output. You put this in that, and it will pick everything up that you're doing in your DAW.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Well, guys, I'm going to kind of leave it at this point, because it's after midnight here, Chris is also probably getting tired. Chris probably stays up to 4 a.m. But I'm just kidding. You guys can keep jamming. There's nothing stopping you. It's all free. It's all publicly available. You guys can just keep jamming. I'll stop the stream in a few minutes anyway. But I thought, let us know if you enjoyed that. If you're watching this on a replay, let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed it. If you even got this far into the video, you haven't thrown your synth at the screen by now. Yeah, I think it was. We had a couple of different sort of ideas going. It was kind of fun. Andy was going off on the guitar. He was doing really well. I think Ian was trying some samples. He was trying some drums. He was, doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. Chris was launching some interesting sort of vocal things. Was that you, Chris? Yeah, I think it was you, wasn't it? Okay, fair enough.
Oh, right.
Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I think
I had an echo to sort out with it. I mean, I was having to work to the metronome because I kept getting an echo. But
yeah, it's hard.
That's because we're on the stream, I think.
Yeah, I think obviously when you're doing this and you're not streaming live, you can do it better. Yeah. So some people are saying, he's gone now, but Half God Half Beast was saying that we should do this frequently. So yeah, we could look at doing that frequently. Don't know if we're going to do it every week. I think it might be a bit much, but I do apologise if your ears were bleeding from my playing this, not from anyone else's, but just my playing.
I don't think I'll be here next week, Franz. I think I've got a family thing going on, but I'll let you know for definite in the week.
Awesome. All right, no worries. Other than that,
hey Ranzee, for sanity's sake, is mine coming through the stream finally on the app?
I can't see anything. Like if you look at your VU here,
yeah,
you're definitely transmitting, but nothing's coming through. This is yours here.
Weird.
Yeah. So, look, it's there's possibly some teething problems.
Teething trouble, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I had to switch over to my Mac to stream on it because the audio driver on my PC was just not behaving right at all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, look, guys, you might have to play with your computers and try and get it to work. It's probably not. There was a few issues, like you guys saw at the start of the stream. I had a few issues connecting to a server and things like that. So it's not like I don't know if it's 100% perfect, this thing. But one thing that I feel that we kind of managed to do was we managed to play in sync, and I think that is the most important thing about things like this. So, yeah, absolutely cool.
Beautiful.
Enjoyed it, and thanks very much for you guys to joining in. It was awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks Andy for playing, and Ian and Chris.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes. That's excellent.
Darren's frozen, so just that's the last thing that he saw when he left the room.
That's like you could say he's going to be one of those persons to say, you should have heard what I did. I know it wasn't transmitting, but it was brilliant.
Yeah. I think one of the coolest things about what we did today is that we all connected, and we connected in the way that we love the most musically. And there was guys in the chat like Azio Head and Michael B, and there was a few others. I think Babs was in there for a bit. Not missing out any names on purpose. It'll just, otherwise it'll go on and on and on. But we all connected, and that was a really, really cool thing. So if you guys enjoyed that, go do it just with some random stranger.
Yeah,
it's a really cool thing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hang up the headphones and we'll finish the show. So say your goodbyes, everyone.
See everybody.
Yep, cheers.
See you later, guys.
Yeah.
See you later, everyone.
See you guys.
Bye.
Here we go. Bye bye.